Hello guys, how are we all
Hello
doing?
Matt, before we get into the video, if you guys have not already done so, make sure you are subscribed, and before we get into things, do hit that like button. Now, get on with what you're saying.
Cheers, George. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. Brentford FC, our Premier League, George. They deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been quite a long time coming, hasn't it, really? You know, missing out narrowly last season, losing in the playoff final, and I felt that this year was going to be their year. I called it at the start of the season. I said Brentford would win the playoffs, and yeah, I've been confident of that for the entire season, to be honest.
Absolutely. Honestly, this guy did say at the start of the season Brentford are going up, but he didn't just say that. He said they were going up through the playoffs. So kudos for you for getting that right. But in terms of the season they've had, they've been absolutely fantastic this year in the Championship. I've watched them a few times when I've been doing my live stream. And just in general, over the last couple of years, they've been knocking on the door of the Premier League. They've been a strong team in the Championship. And when they finished third this year, I thought, oh, is it going to be the same story as last year? Missing out just. But they've done it the hard way. They've done it through the playoffs, and they deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they've got massive. They got to put massive thanks to Ivan Toney for that, haven't they? Wow. I mean, 33 goals in total. That is some feat in any league, but to do that in the Championship, it is going to be someone that is definitely closely watched over the summer. And the fact that Brentford are going up, they could actually keep a hold of them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It gives them a better chance of keeping hold of him.
Definitely.
Also, yeah, you've got to credit Ivan Toney, but you've also got to credit the recruitment, because when Ollie Watkins left and Ben Rama, they had a lot of talented players leave last summer. They thought to themselves, how are we going to fix this? And the recruitment job there is absolutely, they've done a fantastic job. Yeah. Ivan Toney, from League One, unproven in the Championship, he's stepped up and absolutely killed it. I mean, he has stamped on the Championship, and now he's playing in the Premier League. He has gone straight through the Championship. Very good season for Ivan Toney. Very good season for Brentford Football Club. The two kind of deserve each other, and like you say, I think the fact they're going up gives them a better chance of holding on to him.
Yeah, definitely. I think it would do good for the Premier League to see a new club in there. Like we were saying, they haven't been in the top flight for what was that, 74, 75 years, something like that. So yeah, it's always good to see a new club in there, and it's kind of like a relatively small club as well. You know, a smallish ground. So yeah, it's good to see fresh faces in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's interesting actually. I feel like a lot of football fans would love to have Brentford's owners as the owners of their football club, because Brentford's owners, they've got it right. They have got it right. I mean, like you say, they're not a massive club. I wouldn't have thought Brentford would be in the Premier League 10 years ago, but they're very well run. Like we've said about the recruitment, they just seem to pump money in all the right places. They've developed a new stadium. Things are looking good for Brentford, and I'm going to say, I think they're going to be a serious threat in the Premier League. I think they stay up next season. I think they're going to be a good addition to the Premier League.
Yeah, I agree. I can see them being quite strong. I mean, they've got a good base already, but we know that they are not afraid of signing players. So I think they are going to probably go out there and spend quite a bit of money, because we know that with the Premier League you get a lot more funding and things like that. So they definitely are going to be spending quite a bit over the summer, I would say.
Absolutely. Well, let's break down the playoff final for you guys. They did finish third in the Championship, but this is what happened in the playoffs. They beat Bournemouth first of all. They beat them after losing the first game 1-0 away. They won that game 3-1, 3-2 on aggregate. And as you can see there, the playoff final finished Brentford 2, Swansea City 0. Now, I've got to say, Swansea City, they did also have a very good season. And I actually backed Swansea to win this one. In a one-off game, I thought Swansea might beat them. Although Brentford were the favourites, I backed Swansea. And I was pretty wrong there, because Swansea didn't seem to turn up. And you can put that down to Brentford being very good, George, because they were absolutely amazing today.
Yeah, I think the penalty in, what was it, like 10th minute or whatever it was, that really changed the game. Absolutely. I mean, Swansea, they are decent coming forward, but they are, I would say, their defensive side of the game is definitely their strongest point. And when you are a more defensive team, and that's how you grind out the results, because of your defence, if you go into a game and you concede early on like that, it really can sort of throw your game plan out the window. and I felt that's what happened. And then once Brentford got that second goal, it was looking like game over straight from there, really.
Absolutely. And defensively as well, they need to come in for some credit today, because they didn't really look like getting breached by Swansea's attack, did they?
No, I don't even think they had a shot on target, did they, Swansea?
No, not really. I mean, you could put that down to a bit of both. Swansea not offering a lot going forwards, but Brentford very good at the back, and just as a team, very well organised. They play well as a team.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, guys. That is today's video. Brentford FC are promoted, and good luck to them in the Premier League. I feel like everyone likes them because they're an underdog. They're a new team to the Premier League. And lastly, a quick word on Swansea. They've had a great season, but in the end, it just wasn't their year.
Yeah, commiserations to them, really. I think if they can, in the summer, maybe get someone who is a proven goal scorer and really work on their attacking side of things, I think they can be a real threat. And at some points this season, they looked like they could have made the automatics. They it was sort of let down in the second half of the season. But yeah, if they can get their attacking side of the game as good as their defensive side of the game, then there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to go up next season, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they finished in the playoffs 2 years running now, and usually when a team does that, they are literally ready for the Premier League. They're knocking on the door, a bit like Brentford. They're finishing the playoffs for a couple of seasons now. So if you're a Swansea fan, it's frustrating, but if you're patient, I think it will come. Swansea are only going in one direction. They're not going to go down to League One. They're literally on the verge of the Championship, knocking on the door. I think the Premier League will come. And like you say, George, a big summer, hold on to their best players. I think Jamal Lowe's been good this season, Andre Ayew. Defensively, they've been very good. Good recruitment as well, and I think they're a decent threat for next season. So if you're a Swansea fan, things are still looking bright, just not your day this time. Guys, make sure to leave a like George said. Subscribe to the channel, it really does help. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Take care, guys. You still watching? You've stuck around after the outro. Well, if you are interested in knowing what is coming up on the Matt SB YouTube channel, why don't you let them know what's coming up?
Well, tomorrow we've got the League One playoff final, so make sure to join us for that. And we've got content coming out for the Euros, Euro 2020. It's going to be a good one, guys. So make sure to come back to the channel for more content.
Let's do it.